Hey y'all, we are here at Point Park up on top of Lookout Mountain in Chattanooga, and we are getting ready to go check out the National Battlefield up here and kind of explore around a little bit, have a picnic. So y'all come on.
We are Mayflower and Mayhem. We have 3 little boys and a little girl on the way. We've always loved traveling to new places as a family.
Hi, baby. Hi.
But this year, we're taking on probably our biggest adventure yet.
We're converting our 1994 school bus into an RV so we can set out on our goal to visit all of the lower 48 states. And we plan to do all of this with our 4 kids and 2 dogs.
So be sure to subscribe and follow along on all of our crazy adventures.
Today we're heading back to one of our favorite cities, Chattanooga, Tennessee, the home of Lookout Mountain, the Chattanooga Choo Choo, the Tennessee Aquarium, and so much more. We've been visiting Chattanooga for years, and we'll definitely have many more videos coming out because we go there so often. But on this trip, we wanted to really explore some of the local history. The city was the site of some pretty deep Civil War fighting, and it changed hands between the Confederacy and the Union armies during the war. Point Park sits on top of Lookout Mountain and is part of the larger Chickamauga and Chattanooga National Military Park. Because of its position on top of Lookout Mountain, Point Park was the perfect spot for generals to gaze out over the battlefield, and now it's the home of a relaxing park with a museum to Civil War history.
Right there, Mommy. Right there, Mommy.
Yeah, that's water.
It provides gorgeous views of Chattanooga and the Tennessee River as it snakes around Moccasin Bend and past the city, and it also has multiple hiking trails up and around the mountain. During the war, though, as the Confederates surrounded the city and the Union Army settled in for a siege, the Union soldiers rushed up the sides of the mountain to try and take the position around Point Park, and that battle has been immortalized as the Battle Above the Clouds. So, they put this memorial up
Because that was supposed to show that the Confederate Union was
yeah, good job.
Good job.
They have a statue up on top
Yay!
that shows the Union and Confederate soldiers shaking hands. Besides the gorgeous views of Chattanooga and the Tennessee River, one notable feature of the park is the New York Peace Memorial, which was a very large monument donated by the state of New York to signify the Union and Confederacy coming together. Its pinnacle contains a statue showing a soldier from both armies shaking hands.
Hi, Babs.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, baby.
Hi, Mommy.
You working on your Junior Rangers?
Yeah.
That's you.
I hear the sounds of your heartbeat. I can hear it now. I can hear it now. I hear the sounds. I can hear it now. Of your heartbeat. I can hear it now.
At one point after the fighting, Lookout Mountain began its illustrious career as a tourist destination. The views were incredible, and even in the age of rudimentary cameras, a photographer set up a studio and took tons of pictures of various soldiers, many of which still survive today. So what's really cool about this spot is back shortly after the battle, there was a picture taken that showed Ulysses S. Grant and some of his officers standing here, and a picture was taken with Chattanooga kind of in the background. But it's just a neat picture because you actually see the commander of the Union Army, and it was a well-preserved picture. We'll show it in the video, but that same viewpoint you can actually still get. It's just kind of neat to be able to say, you know, you can stand in the exact spot that, you know, the commander of the Union Army stood in at one point, you know, over 150 years ago. Kind of a neat thing to do. It's also kind of neat, we're actually sitting here having a picnic, and this would have been one of the areas where some of the well, at one point the Confederates and at another point the Union soldiers would have sat and probably, you know, had their hardtack or their biscuits or whatever, just had a meal at some point. Just kind of neat to be able to say, you know, we're sitting here on these same rocks where some of these guys at some point probably sat. You could spend a lot of time on Lookout Mountain, especially if you want to explore some of the hiking trails and the museum, all of which provide unique experiences in placing you back in the early 1860s. The history of this area is so well preserved. There are multiple locations in the mountain where you can actually go and take pictures in spots where Civil War soldiers were photographed. Point Park may not be the flashiest tourist location in Chattanooga, but it has a surreal historical draw that is hard to find elsewhere. Whether you're a history buff or not though, it's a must-see destination if you're around Chattanooga, if for nothing else but the views.
Oh. Wow, look at that. I know, isn't that pretty?
Well, this is where the Confederates were encamped up here.